I seek leave to make a short statement.
I'm sure leave is also granted, Senator Milne.
Thank you, Mr President. I rise today to join the Leader of the Government and the Leader of the Opposition in extending the sympathy of the Australian Greens to the friends and families of Katrina Dawson and Tori Dawson, who were killed in an horrendous criminal act carried out by a violent man with a criminal record. Katrina Dawson was an outstanding young barrister. She had a great deal more to give to the community as a barrister, as a mother, as a person who cared for the community. And we especially thank her husband, Paul Smith, and her 3 children, Oliver, Chloe and Sasha, for the generosity they have shown as they've come to terms with the most horrendous thing that could have happened to them in losing Katrina. But also to Tori Johnson's partner, Thomas Zinn. He and Tori Johnson's family are also suffering, and we think of them. We send our support to the 16 other people who were victims of the siege, but also to the police officers and emergency services personnel who were involved. This is not something that anyone can come to terms with lightly or quickly. Those who have been hurt physically and mentally, anyone who witnessed what happened or intervened to try to prevent it from happening or being worse, you have our support, because for you it's not over. And throughout the coronial inquiry, throughout all the inquiries that go on, you'll be asked to relive those moments as you intervened or witnessed what happened, and you need to know that you have the support of the Australian Parliament as well as the Australian community. I was in Peru, in South America, when news of the siege, how it rolled out, and then the aftermath was reported. And I can tell you it was extraordinary watching something like this from afar and seeing the reaction as being Martin Place carpeted with flowers and with expressions of peace, support and solidarity. That was such a great message for Australia to be sending to the rest of the world. We suffered a major jolt as a nation when something of that calibre of violence occurred in the heart of Sydney. But our response was coming together to reject violence, and that coming together to reject violence was the message we sent out to the rest of the world. It's a reminder that at heart we are a nation that values peace, community and social cohesion. We value and enjoy diversity and difference, and that was on show. And then, as certain people in the community felt fearful about what might occur, out came that wonderful outpouring of support with the hashtag #I'llRideWithYou. It really demonstrates that what was a wake-up call for the nation was answered with the right response from the nation, not to marginalise but to reach out, to redouble our efforts, to reject messages of hate and fear and disrespect and violence, and instead to value that which brings us all together as human beings, as a community and as Australian people. Katrina Dawson and Tori Johnson were 38 years old and 34 years old respectively. They will not be forgotten by their families or their community, and I too join with everyone supporting the Katrina Dawson Foundation. How wonderful that this foundation will stand to raise money for women's educational opportunities. I wish everyone involved in trying to come to terms with the aftermath our support and our love and encouragement.